It's springtime and our thoughts turn to gardening. One of the things we want to do at this time of the year is take care of our pruning. Today we're going to be looking at pruning blueberry bushes. There are several reasons why we prune. For one thing, winter injury is apparent at this time of the year. For that reason, we want to be doing our pruning late in the winter and early in the spring. We also want to remove any disease inoculum that might be present on the bush. So we're going to be looking for branches and symptoms of disease. We want to open up the canopy so it's easier to control diseases later on. And also we want to be balancing our floral growth to our vegetative growth. If you take a look at the plant, you will notice that there are canes that are of different ages. The ones that are young tend to be green and brown and have smooth bark on them. The older canes are grayer and shaggier looking. If you take a look at the individual stems that are on a blueberry plant, you will notice that there are different types of buds. The ones towards the tip are the floral buds. They are plumper and rounder, and if you look further down on the stem, you will see the vegetative buds, which are narrower and more pointy. Let's take a look at how we want to prune a bush. One thing I want to point out is that when you do make any pruning cuts, they should be made as close to the ground as possible. You don't want to leave pruning stubs. These are a point where disease inoculum can enter the stem, and you can see where that's happened right here. We also want to remove any stubs that are like this one, where they are old. This is also just a source of disease inoculum. We also want to take a look at other things that may have happened to the plant. Here you can see some damage that was done by perhaps a vole or a mouse over the course of the winter. So we're going to go ahead and start doing some pruning and start out by removing this stem right here. We're also going to remove this one as close to the ground as we could from the plant. We're going to remove some other stems for other reasons. This one is an older stem. As the stems become older, they become less fruitful. This one is not especially vigorous, so we're going to take that out of there. We're also going to remove this stem. This is an older one. And when we remove these older stems, we do force the plant to send up some new growth. So we want to continue to encourage the plant to send up new branches. We're going to take this one out as well. And we are then going to remove, using a larger pair of pruners, this stem right in here, which is also older and in the center of the plant. We want to open up the canopy to allow a little bit better air circulation. Next, we're going to do some pruning to start opening up the plant canopy. We're going to get rid of some smaller branches that are towards the center of the plant. We're also going to go ahead and remove this branch right here. You will notice that this one in particular looks like it has some disease on it and is not especially vigorous. We're also going to be removing some of these small branches that are towards the center of the plant that have only flower buds on them in order to better balance our floral growth to our vegetative growth. By the time we are finished with all of these steps, our plant will be ready to produce a nice luscious crop of blueberries for the summer.
A copy of the program you've just seen can be purchased through Penn State Media Sales at mediasales.psu.edu or by calling 800-770-2111.